I forgot my quarterly, but I have a spare. I have my spare. Today's lesson, we're going to look at the judgment. And as is my custom, I'm going to share with you the words of Ellen White, Desire of Ages, page 58. Good morning, Audrey. Glad to be here. It says here, in the day of the final judgment, every lost soul will understand the nature of his own rejection of truth. The cross will be presented, and its real bearing will be seen by every mind that has been blinded by transgression. Before the vision of the Calvary with its mysterious victim, sinners will stand condemned. Every lying excuse will be swept away. Human apostasy will appear in its heinous character. Men will see what their choice has been. Every question of truth and error in the long-standing controversy excuse me, will then have been made plain. In the judgment of the universe, God will stand clear of blame for the existence of continued evil. It will be demonstrated that the divine decrees are not accessory to sin. There was no defect in God's government, no cause for disaffection. When the thoughts of all hearts shall be revealed, both the loyal and the rebellious will unite in declaring, just and true are the ways, thou King of saints. Who will not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thy judgments are made manifest. What a day that will be, huh? When everybody will be truly united. Including Satan is going to be a part in glorifying God's justice. The memory text, today's memory text is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10, and it says there, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each of us may receive what is due us for the things done while in the body, whether good or bad. When you think of judgment, the judgment that is coming, what do you feel? Do you feel joy, or do you feel a sense of maybe uncertainty, a sense of fear? Emma? Amen. You're right. Absolutely right. I'm not sure if we have a mic, a cordless mic today. We don't have a cordless mic, Pastor? So the lesson also says that there are people that think of judgment as something that is to be feared, right?
Testing.
Yes.
I love the idea that's brought out in the lesson that justice that's lacking here will finally come to bear. Justice is what judgment is. Justice for the ways that the enemy has whipped us around like a rag doll. Justice for vindicating God. Justice for every misdeed that we have done and that has been done to us. We look at the world and people want justice for what has been wronged upon them. And judgment is that. I'll walk around with it.
How many of you have actually been to a court? You don't have to answer it, but I actually have an experience myself. I actually was recently in court. Believe it or not, I actually went to court, and I'm going to share with you this experience I had. I got a traffic ticket. It was a speeding traffic ticket first time in 36 years that, pardon? Yes. Anyway, this is my story. I was heading down Highway 129. There was no cars in front of me, no cars behind me. And I'm sure all of you have driven that road. It's kind of a little bit on the treachery side sometimes, and there can be some drivers that are a little less than courteous. And anyways, I was approaching the windy section of the road, and a motorcyclist comes up behind me, and he has a passenger, or he or she has a passenger, and they're tailgating me, and we're going on the turns. And normally, normally what I do is I block off when they're tailgating. I block them off. If there's a available side little bulb out, I pull out and let them pass. In this case, there isn't. Once you get into the windy section, there's nowhere to pull over. And so I'm going, right? And and it's only myself and the motorcyclist. And I see, in one of the turns, Highway Patrol goes past us in the other direction. And I see the brake lights come on, and I go, oh, they're probably gonna come back. And so I kept going, and I went a pretty good ways, probably a good 5 or so miles. And sure enough, Highway Patrol comes up.